What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is OdyseeE and Edric. We are here with our first ever podcast / videocast / whatever you want to call it, impromptu, right after the match that we just had tonight right here at the Midle Shriners Auditorium. We are here with local DJ from KLAQ 95.5. Lisa Sanchez. She's a huge wrestling fan. Say hello.
Hello, how are you today?
See, I told her that the tables have turned.
They have a little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit. But I think she's going to take over this because she's going to be like, yo, you don't even know what you're doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. So, you being a fan, you being here in El Paso, I know that you're originally from California. See,
Yes.
I know a little bit about you.
There you go.
See?
Okay.
And
All
I've
right,
seen you stalking people at the airport whenever WWE comes in here. I've seen you once or
Yes.
twice. How did you
Yeah.
feel about this event tonight?
I thought this was great. So a group of my friends came to the last match with Brian Cage.
Yeah.
And they were just raving about how great of a time that everyone was having here. And they were saying, we have to get VIP. We have to do the VIP because they'll come to your table. They'll actually smash through your table. So the entire night, we spent all of our time building a pyramid of beers. And just to, like, entice the wrestlers to come over. So we were over there just kind of building that the entire time, trying to entice them. I'm so sorry. Hold on. You have my purse.
That's a party right there.
You have my purse and my jacket. You have to come back here.
And we're definitely leaving this in.
We're definitely doing an interview right now.
That's the drunk crew that we were talking about through
Thank
all
you, JC.
through
So
all
those
the
are my
interview.
friends.
Yes, through all, that's the drunk crew.
No, that wasn't me. That was my friends. Yeah. So they told me about it, and they were saying you have to come. So we went ahead and we did that. We came out here. It was a great time. I definitely am a big fan of Dulce. So thank you so much, JC. I appreciate it. Love you. So I'm a big fan of hers. The first time I think I met her was back at Neon Desert.
Yes.
Like maybe 3 years. Bye, love you.
About 3 years ago.
Be safe, guys. About 3 years ago. So I met her there, and that's when I first saw you guys wrestling out there, saw what was the product, the local product, and I really loved it. I've been a WWE fan since I was probably in middle school, maybe a little bit younger. But you know how it is. You kind of float in and out.
Oh, yeah. Of course. I'm like that. I've been a fan since I'm 35 years old, and I've been a fan since I was a little kid. And the product, it's either good or it's bad.
Yeah. So you're either a fan or you're not at that time. So, yeah, there were moments where I was, obviously Attitude Era, you're paying attention to that. Then you kind of flow out of it for a little bit. Yep. Not going to lie, like when Total Divas came out, I started watching it because
she was fangirling over that.
I loved the Bellas. But no, so I just started watching again. And so, yeah, it's been a flowing back and forth. But the really cool thing about local wrestling is, one, you become attached to these different wrestlers because they are here. They're here every week. You actually get to see them. They're a lot more interactive with the fans, which is something I think is so important. Yeah. I think as wrestlers start getting bigger, a lot of them, there's so many that are really down to earth. They're so sweet. But then there's others that you just can't interact with at all.
Oh, yeah.
So with local wrestling, the great thing I think is that you're able to be here, be close to them, see them up close and personal, get their autographs, get to know them. And so as they do continue to grow, and you're seeing that with Dulce, you're seeing that as she's coming up on the AEW Dark, you're seeing the fans are saying, oh my gosh, that's the girl that I saw like 3 weeks ago. And now I get to see her like on the YouTube channel, and now she's going to be on TV. And so it's super exciting for the fans, and it makes that the intimate connection with them. So.
And I know that you said that people that are coming from the bottom, working indies, working all the way to the top, they're so humble. One of my favorite people who is humble, believe it or not, is not a local boy.
Okay.
Sammy Guevara. When he was here with AEW, he was the funniest guy. I even did a vlog for him.
Oh, nice.
I recorded his vlog for him, and now he's the TNT champion.
Yeah.
And he's still as humble as ever. What's cool about these shows that I love is that the fact that we bring in talent that you've seen on TV going up against these locals and showing that we can, be up there with the best of them.
And I think that's what's really great about, especially like AEW and with Impact Wrestling. You see that they allow these wrestlers to come to the local shows, meet the fans, meet them in a more intimate environment than you would get with other wrestling groups. Not going to name names, but you're not able to have them here and meeting with people in this intimate setting. So it's really exciting to see that, and it's really great to see all the fans come out. And El Paso is such a wrestling town.
It is.
I had no idea.
And now you fell in love even more with El Paso, right?
I think just the spirit is so inspiring, especially like I just randomly, my friend and I, the one I was with tonight, Mia, we went to the airport together once just on a whim.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're able to meet like Sasha and Becky and all AJ Styles and all these great people. And it was like, oh my gosh, like you can actually like interact with them and get to know them. But here especially with this type of wrestling, with the local wrestling, you're able to just, meet them up close and personal and really have that connection with them.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a big plus, especially here, Impact Wrestling. Yeah. You're right there in front of them. They're talking to you like a human being, which is awesome. Edric, you have anything?
Just still thinking about the great matches, and again, like you said, just from my experience here, I've been following EW Wrestling before I started working on it.
Yeah.
So, been following them since before we worked together, and each show has gradually just topped the show before, and it's just because of everybody coming together, and really the fans make the shows, they really do. But like you said, the wrestlers that come in, they're so down to earth, man, and to get that personal touch with the wrestlers that you don't get anywhere else. That's what pretty much brought me to the company. Yeah,
definitely. And Lisa, it's like her first time here?
You know what?
Second time.
So I was trying to figure this out. So I think my first time, it was years ago. And it was cold. I remember that. But I think it was a show because Hippie was refereeing. So
let's not mention his name.
He's a good friend of mine. So he was refereeing, but it was at some place. It was like a warehouse off of Dyer.
Oh, yes.
And it was next
Dyer
to
warehouse.
Suds.
Yes.
It was next to Suds.
Which is beautiful because you can just go drink right after that, right?
Well, we went there before because there was a line to get in. So we're like, well, we'll be over here. Then we'll come meet you guys for this. No, so that was my first one, and that was a few years ago. And I remember that I fell in love with the environment, just the camaraderie, the excitement that all the fans had. So, and it's funny because my friend I actually went with, he was here with another group of friends. So I was like cracking up because I walked in and I like knew a bunch of people in the audience. I'm like, I didn't know all of you guys are wrestling fans. And then, my Aerials coach, she used to wrestle. Yeah. Carolyn.
Yes,
so
I remember that.
Yeah, so I saw Carolyn here. I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, I'm here to support. I used to wrestle. I'm like, that's not surprising to me at all. Makes total sense. I'd be not surprised if Gigi was next. So, no, I mean, it's really interesting just to see how so many people from different walks of life, like my friends I was with tonight, one of them's a professor at EPCC, then Carolyn, my academy from Aerials, then my friend Brian is a tattoo artist. So it's like just so many different people come together and just have a real big passion and love for wrestling. So it's awesome.
And it's cool because you get to hang out with your friends and watch a live show, which is awesome. Get picked on by me, of course.
Absolutely.
And we saw you in the middle of the crowd, and I'm like, oh, God, never mind. I got my target now. It wasn't just a drunk section anymore. It was Lisa. Right
sitting
there
in the corner. No, it was great. That's what I come here for. I love it. I think it's such a blast. And you didn't have a totally good time if you don't leave with at least some like beer cans.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's why you buy the VIP tickets, because we don't have any barricades at all. And you get to relive their pain.
Yeah, you're up close and in there. So.
And this was my first time back in a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was my first time back. I missed last show, but I'm back on the microphone. How did I do?
I think you did great. It was great.
Yeah.
That show was great. This one was even better.
Yeah, you did a great job.
You know when you do a good job when your back hurts. And you know when you're old, when you're like screaming on the microphone and like your knees lock on you and then you want to pass out. Like, it's crazy. But so you had a good time. Next show will be February 19th. It's a Saturday right here at the Midas Shriners. Are you going to be here? Because we do have a special guest.
You kept saying that, and I'm like, so we're on obviously a podcast, so I can ask you, but
afterwards, you can ask me. We're good. Yeah. You're an honorary friend now of AEW.
I appreciate it.
So we're good. So you have anything else, Edric?
No, nothing else.
No, we have.
I pretty much lost my voice tonight.
Yes.
That's why I'm like, keep me up. I was screaming so much, getting so into the crowd. The crowd was, Crowd was amazing. El Paso wrestling audience are just hands down the best, man.
Yeah.
And I lost my voice in that main event, man, just screaming. So
yeah, and it was fantastic. I lost my voice too. He sang the national anthem like a champ, looking like Mariah Carey. And we had a great time here. So next show should be good. Lisa, you're gonna have a front row seat right there.
I'm excited.
All right, and we're gonna pick on you. Your friends also said that they're gonna have a bigger section of drunk people.
That sounds about right.
So
I just assume they're gonna keep growing and telling people about this, so every time it's gonna get bigger and bigger.
Yes, and you're gonna be you're gonna have to let me know how big it's gonna get.
Right. Yeah.
That way I can be kind of crazy on there. So
yeah, I had no idea. I had to take a nap, obviously, because I'm up at 3 a.m. for work.
Of course.
So I got up, took a quick shower. I was like, all right, I'm on my way. And then I got here. I'm like, oh, everybody's already here. Sorry, guys, I'm late.
It's okay. You dress up really well in a quick moment.
Appreciate it.
So my last question to you, madam.
Okay.
AEW or WWE?
Ooh, that's super hard.
especially right now.
Okay. I thank you, WWE, for my tickets that I'm going to on Sunday. That's a hard one. I would say right now the product that's coming out, and just when it comes to creative and the different wrestlers they're bringing in, I'm a big AEW fan.
Yeah. CM Punk, Bryan Danielson.
I just feel like they're kind of like AEW, like Cody Rhodes is kind of like what's her name from Hocus Pocus, the one who sings like "Come Little Children." That's him right now with all the wrestlers that WWE lets go.
And I think that's awesome that they get to work their own character.
Yeah.
And they have full control over it, which is fantastic. They put out a great product, and WWE's they're kind of scared.
I think that they now realize they have a top-notch product that they're going against, and I don't think that they've had that in a long time. So I think now
do you think we're going to see the wars again? Those wars were amazing. Coming home from school on a Monday night was fantastic.
I don't know. I think it's going to be hard for Vince McMahon to, acknowledge that there's another person or another product.
I think he already did, though. SmackDown's going 30 minutes more.
NXT?
Uh-huh. Yeah, kind of switched.
Yeah, but switching doesn't mean that they're actually gonna...
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, AEW or NEW?
I will say NEW. Because you are able to bring people from different wrestling groups, and I think also it's a local thing. You're able to be intimate. The tickets are a little bit cheaper.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a really good time. I think that this is something that a lot of people, don't know about.
Yeah.
So I think that, when I said I was coming to this, some of my friends were like, "You're doing what on a Friday?" I'm like, don't worry, it's wrestling weekend. Let me be.
Yeah. We have WWE coming in town on Sunday.
Exactly. That's why it's my wrestling weekend. I was like, leave me alone. I was like, this is what I'll be doing. I disappear from my friends. They're like, who are you with? I'm like, my wrestling friends. I'll be gone all weekend.
She has 2 sets of friends, guys.
I have 8.
Oh, okay. Drinking, church. We're going to throw church out there, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I have a couple church friends.
There you go.
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
There you go.
But it was awesome to see you out here. Awesome to see you out
I'm
here.
really glad to be out here.
Yeah, everybody, we hope to see you next time. And like I said, you're more than welcome to come back. So this is the last question, okay? Will, this is my last. This is my last question. Are we going to see you in the ring soon?
No. I am such a baby, and Carolyn will tell you that. When I do aerials with her, I'm always like, "Oh, that hurt. I don't like that. That's squishy. That's..." So I complain a lot. So I would not be able to do... I don't even think I'd be able to do a bump. I'd be like, "Oh, I win, not I don't think I'd be able to do half of this.
Yeah, no,
So that's why I look at them. I bow down.
Yeah.
So much athletic ability is put into that. So much pain, sweat, tears. So I bow down. I would not be able to do that. I would come to a lesson once.
Yeah.
I would do that.
You missed the seminar the past 2 days.
I did see that there was a seminar.
There was a
my
seminar.
friend Brenda and Victor, their son, was doing it.
Yeah, and little people like this, out there doing it. Look at that. That's from the seminar.
That looks like me after a pole class with Carolyn. So there
you know
go.
what happened? he tried to get up on the ring and into the ropes. That's what happened. See, I'm telling you.
I was just trying to walk, actually.
Yes,
yeah, I
definitely.
don't have the balance for that. So
definitely. So we're gonna be switching over to this side. No, this side. So
that
works. So it was a pleasure. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much,
of
guys.
Course,
I appreciate it.
Of
Thank
course.
You, thank you.
And of course, you're more than welcome to come back anytime right here with us at NEW. Edric, you good?
I'm good.
Awesome, guys. I appreciate you guys. Yes, we're going to do more of this right now. Look at this. Look at this. We're going to do more of this right now. not right now, but a little bit later, just to keep that motivation going all the way up until February 19th right here with NEW as we present a super secret show for you guys, and you guys don't want to miss it. So make sure you guys follow us on Facebook. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at NEW, El Paso Heroes, and follow me, Odyssey, on Instagram. Actually, I'm on the Tresa TV. That's me, the Tresa TV, on Instagram and Odyssey on Facebook. So, Edric, you good? All right, guys, we'll catch you later. Bye.